Exodus chapter 18, 출애굽기 18장. Now Yethro, the priest of Midian and the father-in-law of Moses, heard of everything God had done Moses and for his people Israel, and how the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt. After Moses and sent away his wife Shiphrah, his father-in-law, and Yethro received her and her two sons. One son was named Gershon, and for Moses said, I have become an alien in a foreign land. And the other was named Eleazar, for he said, my father's God was my helper. He saved me from the sword of Pharaoh. Yethro, Moses' father-in-law, together with Moses' sons and wife, came to him in the desert, where he was camped near the mountains of God. Yethro had sent word to him, your father-in law of Yethro, am coming to you with your wife and your two sons. So Moses went out to meet his father-in-law and bowed down and kissed him, and they greeted each other and went into the tent. Moses told his father-in-law about everything God the Lord had done to the Pharaoh and the Egyptians for the Israelites, and about all the hardships they had met along the ways, and how the Lord had saved them. Yethro was delighted to hear about all the good doings the Lord had good for the Israel in the rescuing them from the hand of the Egyptians. He said, praise be the Lord and who rescued you from the hand of the Egyptians and the Pharaoh, and who rescued the people from the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know the Lord is greater than all other gods, for he did this to those who had treated Israel arrogantly. Then Yethro's Moses' father-in-law brought a burnt offering and other sacrifice to God, and Aaron came with the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law in the presence of God. The next day Moses took his seat to serve as judge for the people, and they stood around him in the morning till evening. When the father-in-law saw all that Moses was doing all the people, he said, what is this you are doing for the people? Why did you alone in the judgment, while all these people stand around you from the morning to until? Moses answered him, because the people come to me to seek God's wills. Whenever they have a dispute, it is brought to me, and I decide between the parties and inform them of God's decree and laws. Moses' father-in-law replied, what you are doing is not good. You and these people who come to you will only wear yourselves out. The work is too heavy for you. You cannot handle it alone. Listen to me, and I will give you some advice, and may God be with you, and you must be the people's representative before God and bring their dispute to them. Teach them to decrease the Lord and show them the ways to live and the the duties they are to perform. But select capable men from all the people's men who fear God, trustworthy men who hate dishonest gain, and appoint them as officials over thousands, hundreds, 50, and tens. Have them serve as a judge for the people. at all times, but have them brings every difficult case to you. The simply sees that they cannot decide themselves, that will make your roads lighter because they will share it with you. If you do this and God so commands, you will be able to stand the strain. All these people will go home and satisfied. Moses listened to his father-in-law and everything he said. He chose capable men from all Israel and made all leaders of the people's officers over thousands and 150 and tens. They serve as judges for the people all times. The difficult case they brought to Moses, but the simple cases they decided themselves. Then Moses sent the father-in-law on ways as the either returned to his own country.